Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a quick and easy delicious pork chop sandwich for you. This is one of my husband's favorite. The reason I started making this, doing this sandwich is because he quite a few years ago, my husband used to travel a lot, and he was on the road, and he stopped out raiding at a little restaurant, a greasy spoon diner, or whatever it was, and he had a pork chop sandwich, and he was just saying how good it was, and he asked me could I duplicate it, and I asked him what was going on with the sandwich. The sandwich has, I'll tell you what it have on it as I go, but I'm gonna tell you. I got the pork chops. I got some. These are boneless sirloin, but you get whatever types of chops you use. I always have used the boneless with it. Usually just use the boneless chop, and if I do have a center cut, I always kind of cut the bone out. But I already got this in pork chop seasoned with some seasoned salt and black pepper, and I got a Mediterranean rub on it, a dry rub. Because he told me it had sort of like, I think I used to just put thyme on it. Did you see the seasoning? Well, like I say, you can use whatever seasoning you want. And then I got some garlic powder. Okay, I have some buns over there, hamburger buns, what I'm going to use, but I'm going to put the mayonnaise on the buns. And then I got a tomato and some mustard. And this right here is some coleslaw. That goes on the sandwich too. So stay tuned so I can show you how to make this here delicious pork chop sandwich. And then I have some mustard here, yellow mustard, and I got some flour. I got the flour seasoned. I use the same seasoning in here very lightly because my husband likes seasoning, but he don't like a whole lot. And this right here, the first time I tried it, I did a little egg wash. And I did an egg wash with some milk, and then coated it with the flour, trying to duplicate what he said how he said the sandwich was. And then he might have brought one of them sandwiches home one time, and I tried it. We was traveling, and I tried it, or something similar to it, but I can't remember it. But anyway, this is just some plain milk, and I got maybe about a tablespoon of mustard and some hot sauce in it. He don't like it with the egg in it to do the batter, and so that's it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you how I and then I got some oil, cooking oil, heating over on the stove. You don't have to put a whole skillet of oil. Maybe put your oil about a fourth, just enough to fry. You know how to fry pork chop. Maybe about, it ain't half the way up the skillet. Maybe the fourth way up the skillet. But anyway, I'm going to show you how I dredge it. And then I'm going to put it on and fry it. Oh, I almost forgot. I always take my pork chops, and I use a meat mallet, but I don't use the flat side of the meat mallet. I use the spiky side. And when I get through beating the meat, tenderizing the meat, it sort of be like cube steak, and that that really makes it tender. That's one little step I didn't want to forget to tell you, because it plays a big part in the tenderness of the sandwich. Okay, I'm gonna lay. Y'all see what I'm doing? I can't see. My husband filming for me. But I just laid a couple of pieces up there. flour all over it. Yeah, he don't like much breading. I myself, I don't like chicken sandwiches or any type of meats that's breaded on a bun. I don't really eat that. Like that chicken sandwich they got ranting and raving about Popeye's have. And I think I've been like that, so I got my husband. Now he know I don't eat breaded chicken. Well, he and my kids both, they know I don't eat breaded chicken sandwiches. And I was just curious. I said, "You gonna try it?" He said, "Nah." Not yet. He said, "I might." Okay, and I kind of pressed that flour down on it a little bit. I did tell you this is just plain milk and hot sauce. Now, if you want to use if you put eggs in yours and you want to, feel free. All this kind of stuff varies, and what you put, seasoning you put in your flour. I'm just really showing you the technique that I use, that I think is so great. And I believe if you try it, you'll think the same thing. You say, "Oh, she was really on the money." And I'll tell you another thing I always do. I always use self-rising flours. When I do my biscuits and stuff, I use self-rising flour. When in coating my meats and stuff like that, I use self-rising flour, and I put all my other seasonings or herbs or whatever in it, but I watch the salt. That's about all you got to watch in it, because it's, the self-rising flour already has salt and stuff in it. Okay, last piece. And if you don't want the mustard or hot sauce in your in your wet liquid, the liquid that you dip it in first, to just make the flour adhere to the pork chops better, you really don't have to do that. Shake off all your excess flour and stuff. Okay, let me rinse my hands off. And I'm going to go over to the stove, and all this ain't no good no more. You can discard it. Hold on just a minute. Huh? Okay, excuse me a minute. My husband trying to tell me what to do because I got this light in my face. I can't really see, but he's supposed to make sure that y'all can see. I'll tell you what. Do you need to turn it over here on me? Did you got me, or what? What do I need to do? I know one thing. I think I got my oil. I had it higher, had the stove higher than I thought I did, and I didn't really think I talked that long, but I did. You see how that grease is? It's a little too hot. I'm going to turn it down. I'm just going to turn it off for a few minutes. Let it cool down some. Can you tell how much oil I have in my skillet? I got it about a third of the way up. Maybe just about 2 cups of oil for frying. It really don't take that long to fry it. I normally do it about probably about 3 to 4 minutes on each side, whatever. I never really timed it, but I tell you what I'm gonna do. I don't think it's too hot, because by the time I put a couple of pieces in there, it's gonna cause the oil. It's gonna reduce the heat in there. You see how I have the chopped flour, the breaded or whatever. Do you guys see what's going on? Just gonna put those 4 in there. You need to get your camera repositioned. Like I said, I don't usually have my burner turn this high, but the reason that I have, but I have it kind of high now, because you don't want to make sure your oil is hot enough so that when you put it in there to start, really just frying like the center, because if you have it in the lower, you may lose your breading on there. So I always make sure your oil is hot enough. And I'm going to turn it on back on. You guys want to watch my chops fry? What I'm going to do is, before I leave off the camera, I'm going to let it fry a minute. And when I do that first turn, then I'm going to go off the camera and get ready for the to put this sandwich together, and I'll show you how I do that. But I turn it. I want to do the first turn before I go off the camera. And I'll put my timer for 4 minutes. You know, a lot of cooks don't believe in using timers and measurements and stuff like that, but I live by it. And they said, the most of their parents and stuff didn't teach them about measuring, but my mama did. Now once you become, I don't have to, but and the only reason that I would say that I didn't do it is because I have it in my head when I'm putting flour, like I'm gonna use the flour to coat my chicken or pork chops or something like that. I'll be thinking about how much chicken I have or how much pork chops or something I have, and in my head I have a general idea as to how much flour. I'll be saying I'll probably take about 2.5 cups. So I can just so I do no measurements, and I believe in measuring, and I believe in time. I normally set my timer if I'm cooking something in the oven or on the top of the stove. I usually have my timer set, because as you get older, you can't go trusting your memory. And nowadays, you have to be careful not to overcook your food. We all know we ain't gonna undercook it because that's gonna make somebody sick. You ain't gonna get to do that so many times. But overcooking your food really ruins it to me. Ruins the taste, the texture, and all that. You want to make sure, if you're not going to use a thermometer, your meats and stuff be the right temperature internally, that they, you know, that cook well. But you also don't want it overcooked. And you most definitely don't want to cook nothing too high. Have your stove turned too high. When I was teaching my daughter, I made sure she didn't have oils and stuff, because you know that's downright dangerous. Too high. I told her always just start it out on low and let it slowly heat up. Got to move kind of slowly because I don't want to knock my equipment over. That'll be a disaster. Let's see how that worked. I had it for 3 minutes on this side, and I got it like on a this is right now. I have it like on a medium heat, and most of the time I cook it like on a medium high heat. It's according to how your stove cook too. A lot of things you got to just do it by ear. Cause I got a burner right here. Sometimes I can have it on medium high, medium low, or medium high, and it be on high. I mean, it be red hot. It's whatever it want to do. Okay, let's kind of turn it and see what is going on that side. Is ready to turn. I think I'm gonna let it stay another minute. I can't see it good, Bill. Can you see it? That's like I normally have it. That light is blinding me. The best I can tell with my eyesight. I'm gonna let it go another minute so it can be good and brown. And then when I turn it on the other side, it's gonna finish cooking and make it all brown anyway. So that was 4 minutes then. I'm going to put it on another minute. And the only reason I'm doing this is because I had that little issue of having my stove turned too high. Starting off. That very rarely happens. But I hope most time when I'm cooking, I'm not videotaping. All of this stuff takes a lot to get used to. But I hope you bear with me and try my recipes, because I really have some doozies. Some of my recipes, my all-time favorites, I'm not really gonna put them, I'm not gonna do a video on them, because I'm just handwriting the recipes out, and I'm gonna pass them down to my daughter and my granddaughter, because one day they may want to do a cookbook, and you can't put everything out there, you know. Since I've been on YouTube, I see that you might better watch it. Cause now, if I do something, I'm a person like this here. If I do something, or if I'm using somebody else's technique or using their recipe, I'm gonna say where I got it from. I'm not gonna take stuff that's not my own. I'm not gonna take it for to be my own. Okay, I'm going ahead on and turn this pork chop. make a mess of it. Like I told you, that light is got me where I can't see really that good. Did you got a good shot of this one? Where they can see what it looks like? Let me step out the way. I want you to see what it looks like in the skillet. I didn't lose my breading. Like I said, when you don't use that egg, your breading don't fall off as easy. And make sure your oil is hot, is heated enough before you put it in there. Don't never put your meats and stuff in cold oil. And another thing, I always let my meat kind of got to room temperature. That's would be so much easier to cook like that. I never really takes my meat straight out the refrigerator and put it in there. So you think you got it? There you go. I'm going to step off the camera a minute and get this here straightened up and finish cooking up this here pork chop, because you see the gist of it. And get my stuff ready to make this pork chop sandwich and show you how to do that. And that's it. Quick and easy pork chop sandwich. You try it. You can't go wrong. It's absolutely delicious. I wish you could smell how good it smells. I had a friend of mine to tell me I was fixing pork chops one day. She said, when I got outside your door, I could smell that pork chop. She said, why my pork chops and stuff don't smell like that? I said, well, I really don't know. I said, none of the meats and stuff smell like it do when we was going, because we were around like the same age. Whatever you was cooking in your house, you could tell all over the whole neighborhood. If you was cooking collards and frying some chicken, and all the collards that I ate as a young girl coming up, they came out my dad's garden. And the chickens came out the backyard. I got a story one day I'm going to tell y'all about the chickens, that me not thinking that I was eating the chickens came out the yard. But I'm going to say that for another day. But yeah, you can smell it all over the neighborhood. The coffee and all of it. It smelled so good. And my mama used... Okay, everybody, I'm back. Let me show you how I'm going to make up the pork chop sandwich. Okay, I toasted the buns. But let me tell you what I toasted the buns with. I toasted them with mayonnaise. My husband liked mayonnaise on it. And so when I first started this sandwich, I said mayonnaise and butter, that's just absolutely too much oil. So what I did, instead of using butter to toast the buns, I used the mayonnaise to toast it. So that way he'll have mayonnaise and mustard. Okay, I'm going to usually I just put some mustard. He likes mustard, so get the mustard. He can put some more mustard on it if he want to, but he likes mustard on this pork chop sandwich. So I like to squirt it too much right there, but anyway. We ain't gonna sweat it. He the one got to eat it. I fixed two pork chop sandwiches, and they're for him. Me and pork chop don't get along. Don't get me wrong, I eat pork, but pork chop have never digested with me right ever since I was a child. Not a child, a teenager. So I didn't. Can I get some of that mustard off of there? Okay, you know I told you coleslaw go on this here. He said it was coleslaw, but let me tell you how I do the coleslaw. I used to, when I first started doing it, I put the tomatoes, and then I would put the coleslaw, and then I would put the pork chop. But he said that was kind of messy, and then so he said, well, maybe we could try the coleslaw on the bottom of bread. And so that's the way we do that. But you can put it wherever you want to. So just usually take maybe about a tablespoon of the coleslaw. Whatever kind of coleslaw you fix, that's what kind you use. You know, anytime you fixing food, when it comes to spices and stuff like that, you got to personalize that to your liking. Okay? And I have a little salt, little pink salt and black pepper on the tomato. You're going to just lay that up there. Oh, I can size some kind of thick, but that's all right too. Okay. Then you lay your pork chops on there. When you use that mallet, that pricked side of that mallet, these pork chops be so tender, just about melts in your mouth. And then it's also, you know, according to what cut you get. And I just put the pork chop on there and put the cap on. And there you got one delicious pork chop sandwich. I used to take them and put it on I used to do the most. Turn it in the skillet and do the top of the bun. But I end up burning it every time, so I just kind of, I forget that. So I left that step out. Let me rinse my hand off real quick. Okay, I want to thank you for watching and coming in and watching this video with me. Watching this video for me, because this is my channel. I'm trying to grow my channel, and tell your friends and your family about my channel. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Go down and give me a nice comment. That's what I'm asking for, the nice comments. That's what I'm putting out there. And subscribe to my channel. And let me see, can I get this right? Hit that notification. Hit that bell to be notified. I have one young lady that I'm subscribed to, and she subscribed to me. She do her videos so beautifully. She do what my granddaughter's trying to tell me to do. You know, pep it up. I like the way she I'm not gonna call her name. Well, I'll be calling the name, but I don't know. I'm not gonna call the name because right now I'm still just a little small channel, and I don't think it really matters. But she sings a little song when she sings a song at the end about the notification, and I think it is beautiful. I love to hear her sing that song. So I always watch her videos to the end to hear that hit that notification bell. Why don't you? So thank you for watching, and I'm gonna say bye for now. See you next time.